Anything
How we
for
say we
you.
gonna start?
Anything for you.
Gangsta gratitude. Can you get me started? Not too loud though, cause you project. You scare the hell out of that bitch.
Who in the fuck got gangster gratitude?
Gangsta gratitude. I got that, daddy.
I'm sorry. My mind went somewhere.
That feminine energy just
My
throw
mind
you
went
off.
somewhere
No.
else. Oh,
That feminine
shit.
energy just throw you way off. That shit
Oh,
powerful.
shit.
That's why the church was like, shut it down. Shut down the pussies. Shut them down.
Yeah.
It's not working. We're trying to program men to kill people for Jesus. Shut the pussies down. It's the pussies.
Yep. But now look, now we know where the power is. Yeah.
Greetings,
So-
greetings.
Yeah, we y'all see the subject.
Yeah.
So many ideas and stuff flowing from that whole little concept. Yeah. Yeah.
Tell them what we're talking about, baby.
Well, we're talking about zombie dicks and zombie pussies. And it got started from what was it? 3. What was it, baby? 3. I will say that for another time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, y'all, zombie dicks and zombie pussies. You know, we ain't supposed to be unconsciously out here having sex. You know what I'm saying? Well, shit. I did for years. We all did, but
Yeah.
we're not supposed to.
No.
We're not supposed to. When we realize how much power we possess, then we realize that we have to be better stewards. Or if I use that word, we got to be more mindful of how we're allowing our energy to be used. So we need to be in control of it. So yeah. So time is out for all of this dead dick and dead pussy.
Yeah.
This dead sex. Yeah.
This is a conversation for adults, okay? Just want to say, though I may look like one of the most graceful women in the world,
This filter shit.
I tend to be. It's all right, babe. It's all right. We're go on with it. I tend to be shocking to people
Fucking eyeliner.
because just keep your glasses on, baby. You all right. You all right. He all right. Ain't he? How he look, y'all? Is he okay? And he all right.
What would you just eat?
So,
asked what you just eat.
Chia seeds with cardamom and applesauce. Cardamom is a spice that will enhance the energy of love within the body and passion because it's connected to the planet Venus. So you sprinkle a little cardamom in your applesauce, a little cinnamon, sweeten you up a little bit, right? And the chia seeds is for protein because I am vegan right now. And
Tasty treats. Yeah.
Yeah, you eat with intention, right? So that's what we're talking about. So I had to talk about this, just want to let you know that anything that we say is probably nothing you've ever heard before, but if you're going to feel something inside of you, to be like, damn, but for some reason I believe that shit, right? That's beautiful shit. So we're talking about zombies and vampires. What is that really about? Halloween edition. Let's dig into the spiritual side of that. I'm Cancer the Oracle, and
I am Ernest.
And we are the creators and co-creators of New Verse Live. All right. So we have a whole business where we teach people many different ways to become a new version, a better version of themselves. Oh, I feel so good. It did. So, I was just sitting there. So, basically, we wanted to get on here and talk about this because this is a big issue, okay? And I'm a channeler. If you're uncomfortable with that, that just basically means that I access information that's held within the ethers or the Akashic Library, the spiritual realm. I go into the subconscious mind of the collective, and then I tell y'all the shit that most of us are dealing with right now or are healing it right now, okay? That's what I do. So, as a channeler, I leave my body for a little while, and then I come back, all right? So I might go through a couple of topics and a lot of different things, and it might seem like none of it makes sense because I'm connecting things that no one else has connected. But you will indeed be able to figure out, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So, with that being said, let me say this. Every person on this planet, okay, has had some type of programming about sex that is not actually accurate. So, when it comes to sex, when you're exchanging energy with people, if you are in a negative space, if you are in a depressed space, if you are in a space where you feel like nothing is going right in your life, if you're in a space where you don't feel like you're enough, any of those things will automatically turn you into a vampire. Meaning you will start seeking energy from someone else to make you feel better, to comfort you. So me, I was the person that will loan my energy out as an empath because I'm highly empathic, highly intuitive. So I would let people use my energy. And it's almost like they just draw you in and you be so compelled. And it's just like, oh my gosh, you're going through so much. I really want to be here for you. What can I do? And sometimes it leads to sex. When that happens, that is vampirism. And it drains you of your energy because they don't know how to meet their own needs and fill those voids within themselves. All right? So this could be any gender. Gender does not matter when you're talking about frequency, energy, and vibration. Gender is kind of a 3D earth thing, and it's really not a big a deal as people make it. It's about the energy of the human being. Okay? Now, on the other side of that, zombies. What is a zombie? That's unconsciousness. That's an unconscious person. We have all been there. We all have areas where we still are unconscious. We have areas of our life that we are completely unaware of. Like, why do I keep attracting narcissists into my life? What is it about me that I attract narcissists? And if you don't know what it is about you that attract narcissists, you're not going to be able to stop attracting narcissists, right? So below the veil of consciousness, below the veil of your awareness, whatever you are doing subconsciously that is changing the way and shaping your reality, right? That right there is what we will turn into. We would turn into a reason to detach from ourselves because it's just uncomfortable. It was just like, can I just have a healthy friendship? Can I have a healthy relationship? Like, why am I getting into it with my coworkers? Why my boss don't like me? Like, what the fuck is going on? When that's happening to you, sometimes one of the things that we can do to protect ourselves is to shut off our feelings. So, if you have ever said shit like, I'm not gonna never be with nobody again and give them all my heart. If you ever said that one time in the heat of the moment, the power of your words and intensity of that emotion created a whole field of consciousness around you, and now you are carrying that with you everywhere you go until you become aware of it and do the alchemy and get rid of that belief system and that programming. If you do not do that, you are a zombie. You are living beneath the veil of awareness. You don't know why you do what you do. You don't know why people do what they do to you. So this is a zombie. What happens when you have sex with somebody who's in that energy? Well, when you have sex with somebody that's in that zombie energy, numb, got a lot of walls up, right? It almost feels like you're having sex with a hologram. So it's flat, right? It's just flat. It's just rubbing and touching and doing stuff. But energetically, nothing is really happening for you. And this is why a lot of women will fake it, because it's like, well, I don't want them to feel bad that I'm not feeling anything, because in the moment you like, I can't even figure out why the fuck this is happening. I'm touching him, he's touching me, but I really don't feel nothing. It feels empty. It feels like a shell of a person instead of a person. So if you got a lot of trauma that you have not worked through, you feel like a zombie and like a hologram. So in our relationship, I have mostly played the role of feeding the vampire. He has been an energy taker. I was an energy giver. And it got to a point where I didn't have no more damn energy to give. And I had to stop and go back into my self-care in a really, really radical way. For you, you said you've been both.
Yeah, I've been a vampire as well as just a zombie. Yeah, a lot of times when you don't know yourself, you you just all over the place. You just chaos. You just, you're not controlled chaos. You out of control. As much as we would want to feel that no, we're in control, but until your button get pushed or until the right thing triggers you,
yeah,
then you'll know. But yeah, our experiences have
thank you, baby.
Our experiences have definitely shown me to be that more vampire-ish person.
He didn't even know he was a vampire. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I didn't know I was a zombie.
What would happen is, like, for 2 days afterwards, I would be so drained I can't do nothing but sleep. And I would be like, what the hell is going on with me? I'm an empath. I'm an energy worker, too. This is what I do for a living. So I had to go in and body scan. Right. I go in and body scan. And I'm like, this nigga, this drained me. So look, this what made it click. I'm going to tell you how powerful movies are, right? When you are activated to transcend the level of consciousness that's within your family, within your circle, and you really start reaching deep and learning stuff, right? So everything speaks to you. Numbers speak to you. Synchronicity speak to you. Movies speak to you. Titles speak to you. This person that walked past you with the shirt they had on, it was confirmation to you about some shit. Like the whole universe just communicating with you all the time, right? It's beautiful shit. And teach people how to activate that. So I was watching Queen of the Dam. And towards the end of the movie, she was basically just like, but to kill me is to kill you. Because Akasha represents the mother of creation, the energy of creation, right? It is a dark feminine energy. Don't mean it's bad. And they show her to be a vampire in a way that I really have an issue with, because it has programmed us to feel a way about these things. And none of these things are good or bad. These things can be used to be beneficial or harmful, right? So if you can drain energy from a person, you can also give energy to a person. We can give and receive. Your left hand is the hand on the body that receives energy. Your right hand is the hand of the body that gives the energy. When you learn these things and you become an energy worker, then you can make attunements and adjustments. And this is when you can have sex magic. A lot of people trying to have sex magic and they don't even know the basics, and it's dangerous. And, so I want to jump on here and talk about this for a moment. So when they bit into her, because it was almost like she was fucking up everything how it was. She was like, no, we need to redo this. Let's create a whole new world. And they was like, no, we like the world the way it is. We good. They like, you can't even walk out in daylight. You can't even be your authentic self. You can't even do this, do that. We lived in a world where we ruled and everything was fine. It was peaceful. And there were people who knew their role. You know what I'm saying? We leaders, we're royalty, right? So she was on that like world domination shit, but more so like, no, we're going to take life, but we're going to rebirth life. She was on some rebirth shit. It wasn't just killing to be killing. She was on some rebirth shit. She was like, we got to destroy the old so that we can make room for the new. They ain't want to do it. So they plan to drain her of her energy. If you notice in that scene, she didn't fight it. But what she did do was say, I want to make sure that you are aware, by doing this to me, you are killing yourself. So, on the planet, no shade to anybody who isn't EU melanin dominant, darker melanin dominant. Not talking about skin, I'm talking about the makeup of your genetics. The more melanin, specifically EU melanin, the more 9-ether, which is what causes our hair to turn into curls and coils. Well, with the Tesla experiments, by creating a coil, you're able to circulate amplified energy. So, when you are EU melanin dominant within your body, neuromelanin dominant within your mind, let's just talk on the level of, this is not race, we're speaking energy and the capability of conduction through different types of melanin. All right. So when that happens, you have an amplified ability to absorb energy. This is why when you wear black clothes and you go out in the summer, your ass feel like you finna catch on fucking fire. You go in the house, you put on something white and you're cooler. Right? So if you're black in any measurement, some people just got black souls and was born into a white family. That's why we be so shocked and shit when they got some rhythm and shit, move and shit. Right? We be like, oh shit, you know. Even way back in the day,
right.
White boy,
white man can't jump.
White man can't jump.
Mm-hmm.
The dude that did that. What's the name of the song? White boy. About the white boy that could sing.
John B.
Before John B. There's a lot of them. Can't think of his name before him, but we could use John B. This is soul conversation, right? And once you get in 5D, you begin to see race different too. But let's just talk about the inside right now, Sailor. So what happens is we have the capability to drain life out of our partners, people we love, even our children.
Yeah.
We drain each other because we don't know our spiritual anatomy. We don't know what we're capable of. So you have been conditioned by your environment. Whatever the fuck you absorb the most, that's what you're attracting the most now, so that you can learn how to transcend it. So we're sponges. We say shit like kids are sponges. We are too, right?
Thanks.
So what happens is, if he's in a low place, because my wounded child archetype is the rescuer, I would jump into quicksand with him. I would go into the void and the abyss, into the sunken place. For those of you that seen Get Out, I would jump in with him. I always been like that. With anybody I ever been in a relationship with, I always been like that. And I'm not even gonna tell the stories about the shit that I was willing to do with them. But it's really like nothing on this planet I've never done. So, you know, I was used to that. So I'm like, okay, boom, boom, jump, dive deep. I'm going in with you, baby. And because I'm so empathic and intuitive and he isn't, he would be so numb, it's not affecting him. And he's so detached and disconnected from his body. I'm the total opposite. So I'm in the sunken place a week later. He done moved on. He in another sunken place. So then I pulled myself up out of that, whatever that was he was dealing with. Then I jump in the next pool. And it was just pool after pool after pool. And I was like, I got to stop rescuing this man and caretaking him. He got to learn how to be accountable. He got to learn how to give himself the energy that he needs. I'm not going to make you feel good.
Right.
I'm not going to make you feel confident about yourself. It is not my responsibility to make sure that your confidence level is where you want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but for a lot of us, we didn't know that we was absorbing that energy. Right? So that's when you become vampiric. All right? On the other end of that, zombie. So just imagine when you have sex, what type of energy you're creating. Because we think that sex only creates babies in physical form. But we know that we're spiritual beings. So you have to know that you're also creating something in the spiritual realm, even though you cannot see it. Right? So each time that I would not listen to my body, I would end up drained, and I would always see the scene of Akasha. And it was literally sucking the life out of me. So I did the work. I started healing. We started sleeping in separate rooms, because if he lay down beside me and he anxious and dealing with some past life traumas and shit showing up, it keeps me hyper vigilant. I can feel that. I can hear his thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I can feel the sensations. Yeah. And I can't handle that. So I had to say to him, hey, look, babe, I'm an empath. I'm an intuitive.
Michelle,
whatever you got going on right now, I can't do it. I can't do it.
You good?
Yeah. I can't do it. I can't do it no more, baby. I need you to go sleep somewhere else. What's up, Keisha? We know some of y'all. I say some of y'all. We jumped on our motherfucking soul tribe community before we got on here this time. We be watching y'all ass and slid over the TikTok on the slide. We know. We on here too. We got you. So with that being said, when I hear people talking about Tantra now, because we're going through the awakening, so you're getting ideas and getting curious, wanting to learn more. And the very first thing that you want to learn is spiritual hygiene.
What's up, April?
Right? Spiritual hygiene. April?
April, yeah.
I say April. So let me tell you something. When this nigga right here is in some zombie shit or vampiric shit, I'm not fucking with him. But I'm going to tell you what I learned how to do. I learned how to reverse engineer it. Right? So after I practice and practice and practice, now when I have a conversation with him, I let him know.
Cuz.
This is the intention. I got a cousin on here.
Leah.
What's up, cousin?
Leah.
Hey, Leah. I'm on here talking and talk. So